Good afternoon, everybody. So it's my job to make a little closing statement and do an introduction. As you know, the Bloomberg School, it's a big school, and when I tell people about it, I talk about our worldwide impact. I talk that we have programs in 120 countries, over 700 faculty, and 2,400 students. But after today, I think I'm going to have to amend that last part. Because it occurred to me that while I was listening to the speakers today, that much of what I do is learn. And I learn from our faculty and the people they bring to the school. And today I want to especially thank Judith and Elizabeth for what the people that they brought. It was really a remarkable group, a public-private partnership, policymakers, researchers, law enforcement officials, survivors, and advocates. And so after today, I'm going to amend that statement. When I talk to people, I'm going to say we have 2,401 student, me. So it was really unprecedented. I think that bringing the power of public health, the prevention, risk factors to the fight against child sex trafficking. And I think the real work, of course, was an inspirational day. It's going to start tomorrow, and then it's going to take a long time after that to develop new information. So we heard the need for data, for the evidence base, to build collaborations and evaluate our work. But I have to say, I don't think that the victims of child sex trafficking could have a better, greater force of advocates than the people in this room today. So I applaud your efforts, and I promise that as Dean of the school, we're going to continue to support your work. I want to thank everybody who was involved, as I did this morning. I want to thank the Goldman Sachs Foundation, the Advisory Council on Child Trafficking, and especially the support of the White House, and everybody who took time from their busy schedule to be here. But in many ways, we saved the best for last. And our concluding keynote speaker is Martin O'Malley, Governor of the state of Maryland. You heard earlier today from our mayor, Mayor Rawlings Blake, that Baltimore is a great city. And the same is true of the state of Maryland. And the reason is the same, great leadership. Governor O'Malley was first elected governor in 2006, and he won re-election in 2010. He's a graduate of Catholic University and the University of Maryland Law School. He served as Assistant State's Attorney for the city of Baltimore before becoming mayor here and serving for nearly a decade on the city council. He was first elected mayor in 1999 and was elected mayor of Baltimore again in 2004. His tenure in Annapolis has been one of superlatives. Maryland's public schools have been ranked #1 in the nation for the last 4 years, and elementary and middle school test scores are the highest they've ever been. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce ranks Maryland #1 for entrepreneurship and innovation, and in the top 5 for economic performance. Perhaps most importantly, for those who live here in the state, the blue crab population has gone up, while tuition in our public universities has not. And violent crime and homicide are at the lowest rates for 35 years. I could go on. The Orioles had a winning season last year. The Ravens won the Super Bowl. So in other words, we're very lucky to have you as our governor. But seriously, it's particularly fitting that you're here today with us because you've been a national leader in the fight against human trafficking and in efforts to find and protect victims. You're a longtime friend of Johns Hopkins, especially of our school, and we're honored to have you here today with us. So, Governor Martin O'Malley.